Hello Sprunki fans, I'm excited to bring you more of your favorite theories about this amazing game today. Buckle up because the theories we're going to discuss today are absolutely wild, but doesn't that make them even more exciting? By the way, don't forget to leave your own theories in the comments. We'll be picking the most intriguing ones and featuring them in our next video. Theory 1. There's always been one thing that's really intrigued me. Who is the girl in the photo on the tree? Is it just a random picture, or could there be some deeper meaning behind it? One of our viewers recently uncovered some fascinating information. The girl in the picture bears an eerie resemblance to McKenna May. She's 16 years old and currently missing. Authorities are still searching for her. McKenna is from Blanchester, and she was last seen on August 26, 2024, in Dayton, Ohio. This is official information published by the police on Facebook. What makes this even more disturbing is that McKenna May disappeared around the same time the game Incredibox Sprunki was released. It's possible that the game's creator might have wanted to up the creep factor by drawing from real-life disappearances. But what if there's more to it? Maybe the developer is trying to tell us that the town wasn't just inhabited by Sprunki. Could there have been even more mysterious inhabitants lurking in the shadows? And if so, where are they now? Did something even more terrifying happen to them? What if this isn't just a creepy Easter egg, but a clue to a much bigger story? Could it be that Sprunki is based on true events, or that the game's world mirrors something that happened in reality? Imagine if there were other clues hidden throughout the game, pointing toward actual unsolved mysteries. Perhaps the developer is trying to tell us that something strange is going on in Dayton or Blanchester, where McKenna disappeared. Maybe there's more to uncover within the game's world that reflects what's happening in these real-life locations. Write down your thoughts on all this in the comments. What do you think is really going on? And do you believe there's a connection between the game and McKenna's disappearance? Could the photo be a clue leading us to something even darker? We're excited to hear your theories. The next theory suggests that Black could have been a demon who escaped from hell. Once he found himself in the town of Sprunki, he gained Wenda's trust, manipulated her, and took control of her mind. Black transformed Wenda into a violent, living monster. In one of the game's alternate storylines, Black was able to take on a living form, a non-canonical design of Black. He then hid among the Sprunki, secretly spying on them while Wenda carried out brutal murders under his influence. It's also plausible to suggest that Black manipulated Simon as well, driving him to commit cannibalistic acts. Not long after, Simon attacked Brood, biting off half of his head. Black's influence didn't stop there. He even managed to take over Mr. Sunday. After Mr. Sun was overtaken, the entire world around them began to change, transforming into a much darker, grimmer environment. Mr. Sun was turned into Black's timepiece, a clock that allowed them to create an illusion of a normal world. This illusion made it seem like nothing had changed when, in reality, everything was slipping into chaos. Black's ultimate desire seemed to be the destruction of all living things in the town, starting with the Sprunki. Eventually, the entire town descended into darkness. One clue that Black may have been a demon comes from the dark mode of the game, where strange eyes appear in the sky. These eyes look wicked and menacing, but how could eyes be in the sky at all? Perhaps it's because Black truly is a demon. Before this transformation, Wenda had already killed most of her friends, but she now wants to eliminate Gray as well since he saw everything and could become a serious problem for her. However, things take an unexpected turn when all the Sprunki rise from the dead, preventing Wenda from taking any more lives. Here's the big question: how could the dead Sprunki have possibly come back to life? This further supports the theory that Black is, indeed, a demon. After all, a demon would surely have the power to raise the dead. Maybe Black resurrected them for some secret mission of his own. Could it be that he brought them back to life to serve him? Perhaps he intends to control the minds of all the Sprunki through this dark resurrection. What do you think? Could Black really be a demon with the power to manipulate and resurrect the dead? Share your thoughts in the comments below. The eyes that materialize in the sky when the world enters its dark phase may not merely be terrifying demonic symbols, but could in fact be the watchful gazes of beings from another dimension. Silent observers waiting for the perfect moment to initiate an invasion. Their presence isn't coincidental. It's as if they are scanning our reality, looking for weaknesses to exploit. It's possible that Black is orchestrating something far more sinister than what appears on the surface. The reanimated Sprunki dead might be more than just mindless zombies. They could serve as vessels or avatars for powerful entities from distant realms. These entities, trapped in liminal spaces between worlds, could now be using these undead bodies as gateways to interact with the physical realm, pushing their influence deeper into our reality. This might explain why the once dead Sprunki are not merely roaming aimlessly, they have become agents of these dark forces, fulfilling a higher malevolent purpose. Now consider this. What if, as the story reaches its climax, the very fabric of reality begins to tear apart? The familiar world could start to dissolve at the edges, revealing the fragile nature of our existence. Sprunki, as we know it, could be the first of many worlds that Black intends to consume, or worse, bend to his will. And maybe every single inhabitant of this city is just a mere fragment, a small piece of something far more significant. Their true purpose and identity might only be unveiled when they come face to face with Black, who holds the key to unlocking their hidden destinies. This raises an unsettling question. What if the final confrontation doesn't take place in the reality we recognize, but in a dimension far removed from ours, one where reality is fluid, distorted, and governed by the twisted laws of demonic forces? Is there anyone capable of standing up to Black's growing power, or has he already ascended beyond the point where anyone can hope to challenge him? The third theory is quite short but incredibly fascinating. When I first thought about it, I was shocked. Many of my viewers have been writing theories suggesting that the Sprunki could be real people who somehow ended up trapped in the game. One of the key pieces of evidence supporting this theory lies in the terrifying version of Pink. If you look closely, her face appears scratched. You might ask, why does this matter? Well, she has two small holes resembling nostrils, but in the normal version, none of the Sprunki have noses. Could this mean that they are all actually humans? What do you think about this idea? But there's more. Here's another intriguing detail. The game's creator has stated that Gray is not a cat. Alright, then who or what is he? After all, he looks exactly like a cat. What if this is just a facade, and he's really a human who got pulled into the Sprunki world? This concept is strikingly similar to the idea of TADC. Now let's dive deeper into these ideas. If we entertain the possibility that the Sprunki are actual people trapped in the game, the implications are vast. How did they get there? Were they sucked in by some sort of digital mishap, or is there a darker force at play, manipulating both their appearances and memories? This scratches the surface of the philosophical question. What happens when a person loses their human form but retains their consciousness? Taking this further, Pink's scarred face with nostrils could indicate that the transformation is incomplete, or that the Sprunki are struggling to maintain their original identities. Perhaps these human features are breaking through the digital masks, hinting at the battle between their real selves and their in-game personas. Now regarding Gray, if he truly isn't a cat, then what if his appearance as a cat is symbolic, representing how the Sprunki retain animalistic traits, disguising their true nature? Maybe his calm yet mysterious demeanor is a clue that he's more aware of his situation than the others. He could even be someone who accepted their fate, giving up the fight to return to reality, which is why he no longer questions his identity. Share your thoughts on this theory in the comments below. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked today's theories, and you will write yours.